Hi everyone, Dr. Nicole Lepera, the holistic psychologist here. So given everything that's going on in the world today, I wanted to do today's video on reparenting in times of uncertainty. Times of uncertainty for a lot of us are triggering that inner child, that deepest part of ourselves that we carry with us from childhood. And uncertainty for a lot of that inner child, for a lot of us, brings up fear, brings up a lot of other emotions, but a lot of us are having a lot of feelings right now. So I wanted to go over ways that we can begin to navigate this uncertainty for ourselves. Because a lot of you listening are probably noticing one of two things are happening. Either we begin the things that were modeled in childhood, the ways that our parents took care of themselves, say, when they were uncertain or when they were emotional or when they were stressed, right? Some of us might be noticing we are incorporating those same behaviors in our life. We do the same things our parents did when we're upset. Not always are those the most healthiest things. Another thing that a lot of us might be noticing is our inner dialogue. Some of us are carrying the voices, the things that were told to us, often by those caregivers around our feelings, such as, don't worry about it, you're fine, what's the big deal? Not always positive dialoguing, right? A lot of us are very critical. We have a critical inner voice that's connected to possibly the things that we heard either said to us as children, or maybe we heard our caregivers saying to themselves. So those of us who are feeling uncertain now, and any other feeling that we're feeling right now, we might be dragging ourselves through it. We might not know how to cope, we might not know how to deal with it, and we probably aren't talking to ourselves in the very nice way. So I came up with 4 steps that I want to go over with how we can begin to change our relationship with ourselves in times of uncertainty. So the first thing I think is really important, and this is a reminder and then also a practice, is a reminder and a practice of honoring all of the feelings that you're having, that your inner child is having, without judgment. So whatever's coming up for you emotionally, I'm here to tell you it's okay, right? If your inner critical voice is telling you something different, or if people in your childhood environment didn't approve of this particular feeling that you're having now, it doesn't mean that you have to judge yourself for having it now. Anything that you're feeling right now, and anything that inner child is feeling right now, is okay. So as your wise inner parent, it's important for you to begin to remind yourself just that you can see your feelings, you can observe yourself having feelings without judgment. They are all okay. Reparenting in times of uncertainty involves expanding ourselves and allowing us to be nice and compassionate regardless of what we're feeling. For a lot of us, this might feel weird. This is going to be a new experience. Maybe you were told the exact opposite in childhood, that this wasn't okay. But it's our job as adults now to be that wise inner parent, to honor those feelings without judgment as much as we can. So like I said, sometimes we just repeat this in our mind, and then we turn that into a practice where we actually allow them to be there without judgment. It does not happen overnight, but begin by just practicing allowing to be what is. Step 2, follow your intuitive pull. Right? Begin to listen to yourself in times of uncertainty. We all have different needs. So some of us might want to connect, maybe virtually, given the context now, but we might be feeling a drive to connect with people. If you're feeling like you want to call that friend, call that friend. If you're not, some others of us might be feeling like we want to disconnect and not really talk to people right now. Whatever it is that you're feeling, that's okay. This is really a process in, first of all, connecting with what you need in that moment, and then trying your best to create the situation where you can meet that need. So again, this is a process. Overnight, we just don't tune into our intuition and know exactly what to do. But the more we can start to just ask ourselves, what do I need in the moment? Even if your partner or your best friend is needing something else and different in that moment, beginning to honor what you need in that moment goes a long way in periods of uncertainty. Showing up as your wise inner parent, finding your way to the things that work for you, listening to that intuition, allowing that to guide you. Another tip, practice doing something for yourself that you enjoy, that you know you like. If you know, and if you don't know, practice. Just start to observe yourself and feel, when you're going for that walk, or when you're, coloring, on in that book, or whatever it is that you're doing, notice how it makes you feel. Those of you who don't know what your interests are, or don't know things that you like, that's okay. I definitely didn't know. I actually proclaimed when I met my current partner that I had no interest. That turns out is not true. I have a lot of interest. I just had to discover them. So if you're reading this one and hearing me say this and you don't know what you enjoy, if you know what you enjoy, go do it. Make one small promise to yourself and practice just putting yourself first and doing the thing you enjoy. If you don't know, experiment. Just try new things and just listen. This is that intuition. Listen to how it makes you feel. Did I do this activity of coloring and did I feel light and did I like it? Or did I actually not like spending time in that way? That's going to guide you to what you liked, to things that are important for you to enjoy, even in times of uncertainty. Another tip, placing your hand on your heart and reminding yourself that you are safe. When we are feeling uncertain, a lot of us, the farthest thing we're feeling is safe. We're not feeling safe. So sometimes, as silly as this might sound silly, right? Just holding yourself, taking a deep belly breath, and just repeating to yourself and that inner being that's in there in each of us that you are safe. Like I said, uncertainty brings up a lot in all of us. Fear is a big thing it brings up. We don't feel safe when we're fearful. I assure you there's safety and there's peace within each and every one of you. So one time, one moment a day, when you wake up, before you go to bed, in the shower, just reminding yourself that you are safe will go a long way, helping you to reparent in these times of uncertainty. I hope you found these steps helpful. I know I'm doing each and every one of these. This is an evolving process in my life in general, especially in times of uncertainty. So I'm sending love to each and every one of you. Pick one, start with one, and just practice. This will go a long way in helping you to show up as that wise inner parent that I know is inside each and every one of you.